Good morning, and it is a good morning. Let me get away from the engine there. It's Thursday, the 19th of May. Kids have just done their schooling. It's about 12:30 now. So I've got chugs ready. We're going to head off into Braunston. We need the Elson Point. We've had a couple of nights here. Actually, it's been magical here. We're definitely going to stop here on the way back. Really enjoyed it. Had a lovely stop. Last night we were woken up, or the early hours of this morning rather, 2:30, I think it was, thereabouts, 2:20. Huge thunder and lightning storm. It was amazing. Nikki and I were just stood up looking through the window, and it was lighting up the whole area. Fork lightning. It was beautiful. But we're heading off into Braunston. Hopefully we can get mooring. It's about 45 minutes, an hour that way. So yeah, looking forward to seeing Braunston again, looking forward to showing Nikki Braunston. Nikki isn't feeling too good this morning, unfortunately, so I'm hoping that she gets better so she can have a nice rest this afternoon. Hopefully anyway, she's going to feel better. Right, let's get going. I think we're very sorry to leave this mooring. It is very nice, but we're definitely going to stop here on the way back. I've enjoyed it. It's been nice and quiet, and as I say, there was no one on the boat that was moored behind us, so we had it to ourselves for a couple of nights. Lovely. Coming into view over there is the famous spire of the All Saints Church in Braunston. We're going to have a nice walk around there. Not far to go now. Just see the spire up here. Well, this looks as good a spot as anywhere. That's it, all moored up in Braunston, right before the Oxford Junction, and by some new friends, Wayne and Amanda here on their boat. I can't remember. I'll show you. Apparently, I think it's Gaelic for acorn. Yeah. Acern, I think, or Acorn, that's what it's called, Acorn. Yeah, so all moored up. And he's offered to get me a beer, so we're going and sitting in his well deck and have a beer now. It's a lovely afternoon, and this will do us for a couple of days. When we go for walkies, I will be taking you with me and show you around the lovely little town of Braunston. See you later. You all right, mate? The bells of Braunston Church, All Saints Church here in Braunston, ringing out lovely this evening. Good night, folks. Good morning. It has been raining. We're getting showers a little bit this morning, but it's supposed to brighten up later. We're on our way to have a walk around the historic Braunston. So yeah, it's exciting. Just under the bridges there. If you were to turn right, that will take you down on the Oxford. We're going to carry on in a day or two around that way on the Grand Union. Yes, this is the junction for the Oxford Canal. Isn't it wonderful, the architecture? Beautiful. Just to the left of the junction there, you can see Midland Chandlers. I think this junction was built in the 1820s or 1830s. The old one was up where Braunston Marina is now. That's where you used to get onto the Oxford. Yeah. Braunston was once, and still is really, one of the busiest waterways networks in the country. It was a very important part of canal life back then. Many goods were loaded here and sent off on their merry way. Lots of work done on workboats here were done in the wharf, and of course there's the marina as well. Morning. 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 If ever you're down here in Braunston, I recommend the Gongoozler's Rest. Excellent food. Just past the Gongoozler's Rest is the old entrance to the Oxford Canal. You'd have gone down there to the Oxford and the old wharf. There's the marina over there. We are going to walk over that bridge in a minute. See the ducks? But there's the old marina here at Braunston, and there is the wharf. Back in the day, many old working boats were worked on here and converted to engines. Yes, when the horse-drawn boats were really at the end of their life, and the old engines, the steam and diesel engines were coming on, many were converted here. Yeah, lives were changed. Let's keep walking to the town. And then we come up to the main road here in Braunston. There's the pub there, the Plough, and that's the way to the church, which we want to go and have a look at. And that way to the chip shop, the shop and the butcher's. And a short walk up from the canal, and you've got All Saints Church here in Braunston. And just there next door to the church there once stood a windmill. The building itself is, I think, private residence now, but the blades themselves have been taken off. Apparently there's a lot of boatmen and boatwomen buried here in the graveyard at the church. I have looked because I'd like to just have a look, but I can't spot them, I'm afraid. But it's a beautiful church. And just up in the town is this convenience store. There's a lovely village cafe there, and the butcher's. The cafe itself is what's called a community cafe. There was a cafe that was there before and it seemed quite popular, but then it closed down. So the community here, several of the local residents all clubbed together and bought it, and they run it, they volunteer, and then I suppose split the difference. I don't know, but yeah, if you're a boater and you're in Braunston, pop into the cafe and support them and get yourself a brew. We did. Very nice. So now it's back to the boat. Hello, you two. What are you doing on top of the bedding? What are you doing, Chipster? What are you doing there, little man? You comfortable? Are ya? What about you, Daily Whaley? What you doing there, Dale? What you doing there? Oh, bless you. We've got a big tunnel today, boys. Yes, we have. Bless you. Where's our little Morky girl? Where's Primrose? There she is. What are you doing? What are you doing? You've been out for a run, haven't you? Eh? Oh, tired now. Going to sleep? Are you going to sleep? Primrose? Primrose? No, not interested. Good morning from a very, very wet and soggy Braunston. It's now Tuesday, the 24th of May. Like the boat behind us, there's a high boat there behind us. We're getting ready to move, even though it's drizzling. We want to go to Norton Junction today, but we've had a great time in Braunston, and I'll tell you about it when we get going. So, yeah, better untie the boat, go over to the service area over there, and get cracking on. So there's the junction to the Oxford down there, but we're bearing to the left and carrying on the Grand Union. Possibly about a 3.5 hour trip today, but we've got 6 locks here at Braunston. There's a flight of 6 locks, and we do have that very, very bendy, wiggly tunnel to negotiate. Yeah, then we're going to moor up, hopefully somewhere near Norton Junction. And we've made some friends, and I'll tell you about them in a minute. There's the very charming pub, the Boathouse. It's lovely in there. Yeah, that building there is the old stop house, originally built in 1796 to collect tolls off the boats and registrations. It's beautiful around here, the history is amazing. There's Braunston Marina, the very beautiful bridge with ducks on. Very nice. Just approaching the first of today's locks. Well, I've just dropped Nikki and Lily off, and apparently there's a boat coming down, so I'm just going to the lock landing now. Look at that lovely pump house over there. Dates back to 1805. Isn't that beautiful? The locks here at Braunston are double locks, so you can get 2 boats in, but looks like Chugs is going up on her own.